Exodus chapter 9. Then He Exodus said to Moses, Go unto Pharaoh, and tell him thus says He Exodus, the supreme authority, mighty creator of the Hebrews, let my people group go that they may serve me, because if you refuse to let them go, and will hold them still, look, the hand of He Exodus is upon your cattle which is in the field, upon the horses, upon the donkeys, upon the camels, upon the oxen, and upon the sheep. There will be the very grievous disease. He Exodus will separate between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt, and there will nothing die of all that is the children of Israel, as He Exodus appointed a set time, saying, Tomorrow He Exodus will do this thing in the land. He Exodus did the thing on the next day. And all the cattle of Egypt died, but of the cattle of the children of Israel died not one. Pharaoh sent, and look, there was not one of the cattle of the Israelites dead. But the inner thinking center of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not let the people group go. He Exodus said to Moses and to Aaron, Take to you handfuls of the ashes of the furnace, and let Moses sprinkle it toward heaven in the sight of Pharaoh. It will become small dust in all the land of Egypt, and will be a boil breaking forth with blisters upon man and upon beast throughout all the land of Egypt. They took ashes of the furnace and stood before Pharaoh, and Moses sprinkled it up toward heaven, and it became a boil breaking forth with blisters upon man and upon beast. The magicians could not stand before Moses because of the boils, because the boil was upon the magicians and upon all the Egyptians. He Exodus hardened the inner thinking center of Pharaoh, and he did not listen to them as He Exodus had spoken to Moses. He Exodus said to Moses, Rise up early in the morning and stand before Pharaoh, and say to him, Thus says He Exodus, the supreme authority, mighty creator of the Hebrews, let my people group go that they may serve me, because I will at this time send all my plagues upon your inner thinking center and upon your servant workers and upon your people group, that you may know that there is none like me in all the land, because now I will stretch out my hand, that I may strike you and your people group with pestilence, and you will be cut off from the land in very deed. For this cause have I raised you up, to show in you my power, and that my name may be declared throughout all the land. As yet exalt you yourself against my people group, that you will not let them go. Look, tomorrow about this time I will cause it to rain a very grievous hail, such as has not been in Egypt since the foundation of it even until now. Send therefore now, and gather your cattle and all that you have in the field, because upon every man and beast which will be found in the field and will not be brought home, the hail will come down upon them, and they will die. He that feared the word of He Exodus among the servant workers of Pharaoh made his servant workers and his cattle flee into the houses. He that did not regard the word of He Exodus left his servant workers and his cattle in the field. He Exodus said to Moses, Stretch forth your hand toward heaven, that there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man and upon beast and upon every herb of the field throughout the land of Egypt. Moses stretched forth his rod toward heaven, and He Exodus set thunder and hail, and the fire ran along upon the land, and He Exodus rained hail upon the land of Egypt. So there was hail and fire mingled with the hail, very grievous, such as there was none like it in all the land of Egypt since it became a people nation. The hail struck throughout all the land of Egypt all that was in the field, both man and beast, and the hail struck every herb of the field and broke every tree of the field. Only in the land of Goshen, where the children of Israel were, was there no hail. Pharaoh sent and called for Moses and Aaron, and said to them, I have did wrong this time. He Exodus is right, and I and my people group or wicked entreaty exists, because it is enough that there be no more mighty thunderings and hail, and I will let you go, and you will stay no longer. Moses said to him, as soon as I have gone out of the city, I will spread abroad my hands to he exists, and the thunder will cease, neither will there be any more hail, that you may know that the land is he exists. But as for you and your servant workers, I know that you will not yet fear. He exists, the supreme authority, mighty creator. The flax and the barley were struck, because the barley was in the ear, and the flax was bald, but the wheat and the rye were not struck, because they were not grown up. Moses went out of the city from Pharaoh and spread abroad his hands to exists, and the thunders and hail ceased, and the rain was not poured upon the land. When Pharaoh saw that the rain and the hail and the thunders were ceased, he did wrong yet more, and hardened his inner thinking center. He and his servant workers, the inner thinking center of Pharaoh was hardened, neither would he let the children of Israel go, as he exists had spoken by Moses.